Salutations and welcome back to Tashana's Kitchen, and I am Tashana. Today we're getting ready for the holidays, and we've already done some jellies and jam this summer for our friends and family, so I thought it would be just as exciting and appropriate to go ahead and make something for our furry friends. And today we're going to make some healthy pumpkin peanut butter dog treats. If you do them soft and you do it for 20 minutes, then they're treats. But if you keep them in for an extra 20 minutes, they are crunchy, which is they're more like a biscuit. So I'm going to actually do half of each to see which one the dog prefers before I send them off to my friends and family's dogs as well. So let's go ahead and see exactly what we have started. I went ahead and pre-measured all the ingredients so that I could show you exactly what was going on and save some time. You may have noticed I went ahead and preheated the oven at 350, and I first looked to make sure there was nothing in the oven because safety first. So over here I have 1 cup of flour, a half a cup of pumpkin puree, 4 tablespoons of crunchy peanut butter. If you prefer a creamy peanut butter, go ahead and use 3 tablespoons instead of 4 because it's a little bit more condensed and solid. 1 egg, and then also for a more healthier approach and just so it smells and tastes more palatable for the dog, I have a 1/4 teaspoon each of ground ginger and ground cinnamon, ground flaxseed, which promotes a healthy skin and coat, and turmeric, which also promotes a healthy digestive system for your dog, especially if they're aging or if you have a pup, which I actually have 1 of each. So for me, it is dual beneficial for both of my dogs. And also I have included a 1/4 teaspoon of chicken bouillon and turkey seasoning, just so it smells really wonderful and they get that extra wonderful treat at the holiday season too. And when we're done in the end, we're going to go ahead and make a little creamy peanut butter drizzle on the top to make it extra yummy smelling. And with that, it's just going to be a tablespoon of peanut butter and a tablespoon of coconut oil warmed up in the microwave and then drizzled over the top once it's cool. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First thing that, first thing that I want to do is I'm going to mix up my wet ingredients. I'm going to start with my egg. So I gone ahead and whipped up the egg first so that it was light and creamy, and now I'm going to go ahead and get my pumpkin puree added in. Alright. Go ahead and mix that up a little bit. Looks fantastic. Now we're just going to go ahead and add in our peanut butter. Once again, I'm using crunchy peanut butter and an extra tablespoon for that fact. If you like creamy, you may use 3 tablespoons instead. All that peanut butter in there. Excellent. All right. Go ahead and mix up that peanut butter a little bit. And then before I put my flour in, I'm going to go ahead and put in my mix of spices and my healthy ingredients for the dog. going to slowly add in my flour. I'm not going to dump it all in at one time because when you just dump everything in, it poofs back up. So I turn it off, put in half of my flour, let it mix, and then I'll turn it on, put in the other half after it's been mixed. The first half has been mixed, and then we'll go from there. The beauty is this really does not take very long at all to get mixed up. Alright, put it all in there. Don't forget that. Okay, give this a little mix. Well, I did not mean to hit the medium. So I guess I'm going to show the little poof as well. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on high for about 10 seconds here, just to ensure everything's all mixed up. Alright, that looks pretty good. Go ahead and take that off. That little last one in there. Just set that down. Give it a little whirl around. Make sure everything is in there. Completely mixed. Oh, yeah, looks pretty good. All right. So here's what we have going on in there. Not too bad. Looks a little sticky. So I'm going to go ahead and pause and set up to show you how we fill up the trays. Timer went off. It's preheated. So as soon as we have our trays filled, I'll go ahead and get them in the oven and show you what they look like when they come out. All right. So I'm back and I have our mix as well as our trays. So I've gone ahead and sprayed with coconut oil, and I use the azules because coconut oil is all right for dog. I prefer not to use vegetable oil. It's more of just a fatty fat rather than a good fat for dogs. So avocado oil also works really well, and coconut oil. However, in our house, we actually prefer coconut oil, so the dogs get that. When it comes to actually doing our drizzle that we had discussed earlier, I'm going to use this coconut oil when I'm cooking it down with the reduced sugar and sodium peanut butter that I have for the dogs that has no xylitol at all. That's very important. Xylitol is not good for dogs. So we're going to go ahead, and I already sprayed these down before I turn it back on. Once again, with the azul coconut. I'm just going to go ahead and fill these up. It's going to take a couple minutes, so I'll just do a couple here. Go ahead and stop. I'll fill up all the rest of the trays, and then once they're full, I'll show you what they look like, and then we'll get them in the oven. Alright, so I went ahead and done 3. I'm going to go ahead and pause for a moment, fill my trays, and show you what they look like. So, thanks for sticking around. Alright, welcome back to the kitchen. I've cleaned up, washed my hands, and here are what the trays look like when they're ready to go into the oven. So once again, I'm going to go ahead, Place trays in the oven. 15 minutes for soft and chewy. 40 minutes if you want to have a crunchy treat. My dogs like a crunchy treat, so I'll get back to you in 40 minutes when we pull them out of the oven, let you see what they look like. We'll let them cool on the trays, and then as they are done cooling, we will go ahead and make up our peanut butter drizzle, and then we will drizzle the top so that we know in fact that that is a peanut butter treat, because I'm going to make several varieties for my furry friends and my family furry friends. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in a few minutes. If you like what you see, go ahead and push the like below. If there's any kind of dog recipes from homemade dog food to the homemade treats and biscuits that you would like to learn about, tell me in the comment box below and I'll get that to you. Remember, at the end there will also be a link where you can see the ingredients and print out the recipe. Thank you, and I'll get back to you in 40 minutes. Alright, welcome back to Shauna's Kitchen, and we're on the last steps of our pumpkin peanut butter dog biscuits, healthy dog biscuits. I went ahead and I put some creamy peanut butter and coconut oil into the microwave for about 15 seconds, making sure it's nice and soupy. As you can see, our little dog treats are out. I've squished them all, they've had time to cool, and I've squished them together to maximize how much peanut butter goes on the cookie rather than wasted. These are smaller treats. It was our first time trying them out with the dog. If they like them, I will be doubling the batch, and I have a bigger dog biscuit, which you can see takes up quite a bit more than these smaller ones. So we're going to go ahead while we still have a drizzle, and we are going to just drizzle on from above. I did put some Reynolds wrap underneath because I didn't want it to get all over the table. The less I have to clean up, the better. I'll be able to reuse my Reynolds wrap again when I get ready to do the next kind of dog biscuit coming up. However, apparently these dog biscuits smell really good because my husband came into the kitchen while they were in the oven and has requested that I make a pumpkin peanut butter chocolate chip cookie or muffin for our dessert this evening. So that's what I'll be doing next as Trouble and the kid enjoy their little treats. Alright, put all the little drizzle on, and here they are. And that's what it looks like when it's all done. Thank you for stopping by and checking out our video, and I would love to show you if the dogs enjoy them, but they went outside with my husband and they love being out on the farm. Oh, I think I hear dog. Trouble, kid. Nope, that would be the husband, not the dogs. They must still be outside. All right, well, I'll get back to you all with that one. Thanks again for stopping by. I'm Tashana, and this is Tashana's Kitchen, and today we made some healthy pumpkin peanut butter biscuits for your furry friends. Oh, there's the boys. Trouble. Songbok. Come here, kid. Sit. Ah, good boy. Come on over here. Let's see if we can get you in our video. Come here, Songbok. Come here, good boy. Here's our new little boy. And as you can see, he's super polite. And he sits. There you go, Songbok. Trouble. Come here, Trouble. Come here, good boy. You want a treat? Come here, Trouble. Oh, you lost here, Songbok. Here, Songbok. Come here, Trouble. Oh, here you go, Trouble. Oh. Well, yep, Trouble says he's going to go lay down and enjoy his. Songbok says he's just going to stand and try it out. Seems to be a hit. Oh, Songbok's looking for some more. Out of the kitchen. Out. Back up. Good boy. Thank you again for stopping by. Apparently the dogs think they're great, and now I'm going to go ahead and get started on that treat for my husband and I for our dinner surprise.